guys, welcome to another episode of Couch Crunch Podcast. I have my co-host Don here with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Don.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well.
Sounds good, and we're actually on episode 20. Can't believe we made it this far, man.
Oh yeah, day 20.
Big
Finally
20.
made it.
It's crazy, man. I mean, I feel like it was such a journey to come this far. It's been a long time since we actually have to, really talk about like, damn, it's like we really made it to 20. It's not really much, it's not that much, but it's still an achievement. I'm
Oh,
still
yeah,
happy about it.
yeah, definitely a milestone. Little
Yeah.
overall.
So, okay. I'm super excited about it. But on this episode, guys, we're gonna be going over a couple of things. Uh, I believe we're gonna be going over. We're definitely gonna be talking about Dragon Ball Z, and basically because I think they're having a movie come out uh in June or July, something like that. It's the summertime. Want to
Oh yeah,
talk about that. A few other topics as well. I forgot. I did send you the topics, but I don't even remember them off the top of my head. So I feel like I'm butchering this. All right. So on here, we're actually going to go over Miss Marvel because it's actually around the corner. So definitely how will this series actually impact the MCU? Yeah, and that we'll get into it. So for Dragon Ball Z, all right. Like I
Mhm.
said, I'm always going to be a Dragon Ball Z fan. I think it's I do have I have mixed feelings about like Dragon Ball Z come like having to come out like every year or something like that. But I mean, I've been such a fan of this guy since, ever since I was a kid. I mean, what kid in the 90s and that grew up in the early 2000s didn't see Dragon Ball Z?
Right.
So I'm not sure like how this film uh the it seemed like the animation from the film kind of seems like it kind of looks like the 2016 remake that Berserk made. It kind of seems like it has those type of animations going on there.
Oh yeah, like CGI.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That I mean, I don't think the CGI worries me for so much. Um I'm just trying to figure out like what's happening at this point. You know what I mean? Because I've been trying to keep up with it for a long time.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like it looks like they're trying to bring back the Red Ribbon Army in this one.
the Red Ribbon Army. I know what is that?
Oh, remember that back in the Cell Saga where it's like this the people that made the androids is like a professor that worked on the androids, the Cell Android 17 and 18. They came from the Red Ribbon Army.
Oh, so we're dealing with like androids again. That's not cool.
Yeah,
That's not. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, like I said, I mean, I personally, I'm gonna say it right now, I'm excited for it because it just um I haven't seen anything from Dragon Ball Z in a long time, and I kind of miss it in a way. Besides Super, because I think they keep like a lot of fans keep saying like Super is supposed to be coming out with like a season two. I see like a lot of rumors about that. I'm not sure like if that's like a legit thing. Um,
yeah,
but it seems like a lot of fans are still trying to like they really want that to happen. And I mean I don't blame them. I mean, like I said, uh I know I'm a stickler for like things that keep getting milked and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like things are when franchises keep getting milked for the same content over and over again for years and years, and it gets it doesn't hit the same as much as it did years ago. And
exactly.
yeah, and it just starts going downhill. I mean, I'm still excited for this film because I think it's gonna tell us. I'm not sure what's it gonna tell us, but I have good hopes for it. You know?
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I did like about Dragon Ball Z. One of my favorite sagas was the Android saga with Cell and
With
the whole
Cell?
Android. Huh?
You said with Cell, right?
Yeah, like the whole Android saga with like all the androids with Gohan. Finally, I believe he was like a teenager at the time, and he was fighting all the androids alongside with Future Trunks and all that going on.
So it'll be interesting to kind of see all of this happen all over. I mean, because that's what I want. I think that's what I'm looking for in a Dragon Ball Z uh like content or anything of that, like a movie or a TV show. I'm looking for uh something that can kind of take me back in time to where I was like sitting, I was young, I was sitting on my floor watching, I couldn't wait for the next like each episode. I was having such a good time watching Dragon Ball Z at its prime. uh I want to be able to go back to that, and that's basically what I know. I mean, that's the only problem with like new things nowadays. A lot of things, a lot of different things are changing, and that's kind of why, they want people to kind of move with the trend, but that kind of sucks though, because I really want to be able to come back and, if they can. I'm not asking them to remake the entire show. I'm not asking for any of that. uh I do want it to be executed great. And what I mean by that is, like, if they are going to continue to keep making a TV show that's based off Dragon Ball Z, I mean, I want the story to keep getting better. Uh they really do need to capture the realization of, like, if a character dies, they need to stay dead. That's the one thing. Yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, it's always cool to see the characters come back, but, like, eventually it has to come to an end at some point, you know.
Yeah, it seems like forever thing at this point with Dragon Ball Z. I wonder why they're calling it a superhero. That's like the full title, Dragon Ball
I think
Super.
it seems like it's revolving around Gohan, with the saga, this Sandman, that
Oh, right. The
superhero
same
thing.
back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seemed like I'm not sure if there's some little girl that looks like Gohan. I don't know if that's his daughter that's gonna be in this one. I don't know.
Is it Pan?
I don't know. She looks younger though, for some reason. I don't know when. That's another question I had. Like, what timeline is this taking place in? Like, because this looks like a younger Gohan.
Yeah,
Like,
this looks like this. I think this looks like it's like after. I think it's after whatchamacallit. Um, I think it has to be a little bit after, like, Super. Has to, I think.
so it's still going along with
Yeah, I remember seeing, like, Mojo come out, either Mojo or IG. I think it was Mojo, but it was like a whole list of things that you were supposed to watch before this film.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is supposed to be like the furthest timeline, you know what I mean, of the Dragon Ball series, but I don't know. I did see Goku. It seems like there's a lot of good animation fighting in there, and some new characters, some new scenes. So it's a lot of new content that we're seeing in this film.
Right.
So, which is great. I think that's a great thing to see for Dragon Ball Z, because, I mean, a lot of the time they're kind of resampling the same shit. You know what I mean? Goku has to fight this big guy, and, he gets beaten, he goes Super Saiyan, or it's the same thing. He has to find a way to beat him, yada yada, and, it just recycles itself. So, in this one, it doesn't seem like Goku's the main protagonist in this one. It seems like it's Gohan, from what I've seen in the trailer. I don't think it's like revolving around Goku as much.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is the
it seems like it.
which is a good thing, because I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad, like, I'm not saying, fuck Goku or anything like that. Obviously everybody loves when Goku's there. that has the spotlight. But it's also good to, it's also good to have other people in the in the actual spot, in the main spotlight.
Right. Yeah,
So,
even though it is kind of recycling the Red Ribbon Army thing, which we already seen in the past, but it looks like
mm,
it's mixing it in with the Dragon Ball Super saga, so it's kind of like a mixture between the two, the old and the newer generation,
right.
from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, what I want from this is, you know, tell us a different angle from, like I said, if it's revolving around Gohan, that's cool. I have no idea when the story is gonna happen, so that leads me wanting to watch this film because it's out of curiosity. Like, when is the time period? Who's the main antagonist? Who, what is the overall plot to this film? I just want to watch it because, I mean, I'm still am a fan of the franchise itself. Um, so that's why I'm willing to give it a chance. And also because like this movie really does look good for its time. Especially, like, I don't think that we're gonna get another like series from Dragon Ball Z for a little bit. You know what I mean? It's probably gonna be some time.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe coming following up after this. I don't know. I did hear about it's supposed to be another series coming up soon, another season
I'm
for
excited for
Super. Yeah.
it. I know you're like, I don't know about this, but I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm excited for it. I mean, because I mean, it's Goku, Don. It's Goku,
Yeah.
man.
Well, Dragon Ball Z in general, that's like that's like the number one gateway into anime for like Americans, particularly. It's like
Yeah, I know what you
I grew
mean.
up on it. I love like the old the old Dragon Ball Z.
Hmm.
I haven't watched the newer stuff like the supers or anything beyond like Dragon Ball Z. I haven't watched anything outside of that, but I do like a lot of the new characters like the Sphinx, the I forget the purple cat that's
Oh,
in
you mean Lord Beerus and
yeah, Lord Beerus, yeah.
he said the Spink.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, because
yeah,
he's
that's the Spink cat.
A Egyptian cat,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And the blue guy, he's like a god, yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Even though I'm probably gonna be out of the loop if I watch this movie of like the super content from the previous season, but I'm still familiar with like a lot of the arcs of Goku and Gohan and Vegeta. And it
Y-
looks like it's Broly in here too, so that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
why
interesting.
I was seeing that too. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
gotta watch that Broly movie that came out a while ago too. That Dragon Ball Z.
That was good, man. You got to go back and check that out. That was a good fucking movie,
Yeah.
man.
I'm well informed with Broly. I watched his older movies with Goten and Trunks. That one movie they came out with back in the '90s. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
This I'm telling you, this is gonna be a great film. I think it's gonna be a great film. I don't know if it's gonna be in theaters because I think it just says Japan. I don't know about like the US. Um, but I'm assuming that we can still watch it like online or something like that.
yeah, maybe they might do the like with the Broly movie because I know that was in the theaters when that came out. So they might do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a slam. And I just, like I said, a lot of people is I don't know if there's always gonna be fans of Dragon Ball Z for sure. We all know that for a fact.
Yeah,
Um, but then there's the people that's kind of like, I wish it would end already. And that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying that they're wrong either. I'm just saying from my person, like in my opinion, it's
uh,
good that they're still keeping us, in the loop. They're pretty much still throwing stuff out there to know that he's not going anywhere. You know?
yeah, yeah. He's pretty much immortal at this point. Each generation had their own piece of Goku. Like, literally.
It's a good thing though, man. I used to talk shit on it, but I'm still excited for this film, and I definitely want to check it out. And for sure, I'm gonna come back on the podcast. And as I always say this on the podcast, is everything I'm gonna watch, I'm definitely gonna come back and watch it and just kind of tell it from my perspective and what I feel about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll probably check this one out too. I
Yeah,
haven't watched the Dragon Ball Z content in like a couple years now, so it'd be cool to peek in what the new generation is doing as of
right.
late.
I mean, it has to be better than Berserk for sure. The 2016 one.
2016, yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks better than that. At least it looks like it's like 3D mixed in with 2D. So
Yeah,
that's a little better.
it looks a lot better than that though.
Yeah, definitely. They had more of a budget, of course.
Oh shit! Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But it's just like that 2016, man. That shit is like, oh my god.
It's so disrespectful to the Berserk series. It's ridiculous.
And it's like, why would they? It's been so long. Why don't they just make a fucking another series? Like they just, oh yeah, because you're right, because he passed away. But still, they they could still pick it up though. Like, come on, let's be honest. They can pick up if a studio, a film,
Studio.
right? If a film studio or a film production decided they wanted to really make an anime off of this, I mean, a new anime off of the Berserk, they can do it if they want to. They just haven't fucking done it. I don't know.
I think what it is like the current people that own the properties, the license to it, they didn't sell it to anybody, so they still own the license to it. So they gotta wait till they put it up for sale for another studio to pick it up, or else they just gonna keep making bullshit.
Damn.
The current studio that owns it, unfortunately.
Damn, that
That's
sucks.
just how contracts work.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
one day.
yeah, definitely gonna go check out this film.
Yeah. And it looks like it comes out next month. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's right around the corner. So I think it was a great time to really bring it up on the podcast and actually get in touch and like get back in touch with being in this like Dragon Ball Z's franchise and stuff like that. I haven't been able to talk about a Dragon Ball. I mean, I think we did an episode like not too long ago about us like saying like what was like the top 25 games of Dragon Ball Z, but we weren't talking about the show. We were just talking about the games. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good that Goku's not. I mean, he's still around. I'm telling you, I haven't watched Super in like fucking probably like 4 years, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. So
I can't even think the last time I watched the season.
And it's supposed to be a movie, so I doubt that it's gonna, Goku's gonna transform into something else, and it's gonna. I mean, because at this point he's immortal, like you said.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he does, though. Him and Gohan and Vegeta.
Nah, I don't see that happening in this movie. I think it's it's just gonna be some giant, like some one bad guy or some shit like that they have to beat, and they're gonna find a way to beat him, and then that's it. Because that's how mostly Dragon Ball Z movies are.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like in this one they're probably going to stop the Ribbon Army, the resurgence of them.
That's cool though. We haven't seen the androids in a very long time, bro.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they showed up in the super.
The androids were in there, and they were part of the tournament. Yeah, they were a part of the tournament, but they weren't. There was not like a big spotlight on them. You know what I mean? So
it'd be interesting to see the return of them. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be a fun time, and hopefully you guys are going to be able to enjoy it when it comes out. I mean, if there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans out there listening to the podcast, hopefully we did this for you guys. Obviously, we're gonna have more. We're gonna have more to talk about on that on that actual subject once the movie comes out, so we can actually have like a further explanation, and we can dive into it in detailed.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy it when it comes out, and hopefully you can come on the podcast and do a Q&As, or leave a comment, like whatever we can do to get in contact with you guys.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, man, but I'm telling you, this Marvel thing has got me like all twisting and tops. I mean, before we get into Miss Marvel, I do want to talk about this Thor thing, because I just found out, with Thor, the Thor movie coming out. I just found out too. I don't know that it's always been there. I didn't know Christian Bale was a part of it. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's gonna be in this next one.
Yeah, he's supposed to be playing. I think he's the antagonist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold on. His name is God Butcher.
God Puncher.
God Butcher. Gore the God Butcher.
Oh, Butcher.
About Gore the God Butcher is a supervillain character appearing in the American comic books published by Marvel Comics. Of course, when was his very first appearance? Thor, God of Thunder. So he's a new supervillain. He was created in 2013, so he's a baby.
Oh, yeah.
He's really new. I just didn't know that was Christian Bale, though, because he looks so fucking skinny.
Oh.
Nice makeup, man. Yeah, I think it's going to be this store. This store is going to be fucking great, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm interested to see where it's going to go after
Thor, what is it? Jane Foster's. Yeah, like you said, that's supposed to be the female Thor in this film.
Oh, yeah. Wonder how they're going to tie that in. Curious about that. Yeah, it looks like they're still in space and everything. Yeah, I'm looking at this picture of Christian Bale. Yeah, it looks like Voldemort from Harry Potter a little bit.
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, but I didn't even know that was him. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they powdered his face up with that makeup.
Yeah, man. I was like, whoa.
I'm used to seeing him as Batman.
I know. I mean, there's some in there. He looked like a Ninja Turtle or some shit. He do look like Voldemort. They got a, I don't know if you see it on Google, but you see the back-to-back pictures.
Oh, which picture?
There's a picture on there, like when you look up his name, he's actually you could see Voldemort next to him. Like they put a comparison photo next to each other.
I guess I'm not the only one that thinks that.
Yeah, he looks just like him. Yeah, he do. So, I mean, hey, Christian Bale's on the film. Yeah. I think it's going to be I haven't seen him actually in a Marvel movie before, so that's the first time.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, we brought this up on the podcast before that we're going to start seeing some other actors out there picking up the extra roles, man. I mean, it's just like, you still haven't seen, Doctor Strange. When you see the end credits and the actor, I mean, I didn't think that she, it's a female, but I didn't think that she would have picked up the role, a Marvel role. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Disney, he can pick up any big actor as he please.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but it's just like I didn't think that it was actually I didn't think it was actually going to be like Christian Bale, that was, I mean, he did Batman, so of course that was kind of expected with that one, but with the actress from the Doctor Strange, I didn't expect that one either. So it's like it's just like, at this point, like even with Jason Statham, I'll be like, if that's a real thing, I'm telling you, like they're gonna be bringing in fucking, I don't know, they can't bring in Rock because he already went in DC route.
Oh yeah, he's doing the
He's
DC.
in the DC route.
Damn. Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a bad choice, but if he had a choice, he probably should have came on Marvel's side. I mean, come on now, man. There's no look. Listen, I love DC to death, but we know there's everybody out there that's listening to this podcast, and it's just if you're a Marvel fan, you clearly know that the Marvel movies are way better than fucking DC shit. So it's like I don't know why if. I don't know if it was just like a first come first serve or whatever the case was with when he chose that role, but maybe there weren't no openings for like Marvel or something like that. But it was like, bro, you probably should have waited until you got on Marvel though.
It's never too late though. What's his name? The guy that played as Joker, he moved over to Marvel with Morbius. When he was the Joker.
Jared Leto.
Oh yeah, Jared Leto.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say Joaquin Phoenix. I was like, nah, Joaquin Phoenix is actually he did great with the Joker, like you said. I mean, it wasn't my favorite film, but I still think it was like it definitely was one of my favorite DC movies for sure.
That's like the top.
Yeah, the first one for me was Injustice, the first Injustice. I thought it was like really impactful when I first seen it with Will Smith and stuff. And then I don't know what happened in part two. Will Smith wasn't in part two, right?
Was that Suicide Squad?
Yeah, with I think his name was Deadshot, right? Like I think.
Right. Yeah, no, he wasn't in the second one. It was a whole nother crew.
Yeah, that's. I'm good. I'm alright. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure The Rock could probably, after his contract's up with DC, probably could move over to Marvel.
I mean, I would like to see him on there because there's so many good opportunities for him to be on Marvel. I mean, even if there's no openings right now, there's always openings for like different type of characters because they're bringing characters that we've never seen onto the big screens. Like I said, with Miss Marvel, I mean, we knew that Miss Marvel, like the movie Miss Marvel, like the one, because there's two versions. There's the Kamala Khan, and then there's the other Miss Marvel. I don't know her name, but it's just we're seeing a lot of characters that never got really the spotlight, even in the comic books. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to see them actually get their own shows, and I'm not sure what's the end game plan for like if they're going to be set, even if they don't set up anything major like a big film in the future. I'm guessing it was still good for them to have their moment. You know what I mean? Because even with Moon Knight, and nobody probably knew who Moon Knight was before this series. I'm sure he was well known in like if you were really into Marvel and you did, you read the comic books, you've been a huge fan of everything that Marvel's ever came out with. But for people that before they watched the series, I doubt that they knew who that was,
Yeah. I did not even know who it was until it came up.
That's what I'm saying.
Most I knew that he was like tied to like the Spider-Man comics. He would pop in sometimes, but that's about it.
Right.
Yeah. So this Miss Marvel, that's going to be a show on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's going to be on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be another show, just like the Hawk, the She-Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah, because She-Hulk is coming out in August, I believe, and Miss Marvel is actually going to be coming out in June, so it's actually right around the corner.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I decided that I think it was such a good time to bring it up, and now we can actually go into Miss Marvel. And I haven't been the biggest Miss Marvel fan. I barely even know who she is, but I think that with this series coming out, I guess it'll give me some time to really get into her character. And usually, it seems like what Marvel's been doing is like each series that comes out. If you go onto their Marvel Unlimited app, the comic book app, usually whatever show that comes out, they'll have it like as soon as you open the app, have like like, because I feel like I'm trying to think real quick. I feel like I'm stuttering and shit. Um,
What?
um, it's as soon as you go into the app, you basically just see like on your spotlight, like it's pretty much you can kind of swerve through the actual characters or anything like that. So it's already displayed. As soon as you go into the app, it's going to be already displayed whatever is actually trending nowadays. So it seems like every time they come out with a show, they're already going to display that character if they have like any new comics on them or something like that.
Oh, right.
Right.
That's
So
already.
that's why I'm saying this will give me a time to really dive into her series. But I mean, from what I've seen in the trailer, I think it's going to be a good series, though.
Okay.
Yeah, can't say much on it, but I mean, because I think one of the questions that I asked myself, I was like, now how would this really impact the MCU? I even amazed myself with that question because the thing is that I want to know how all these shows are going to impact the MCU. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
wonder if it's
Because
just gonna be a standalone thing or if it's gonna like
yeah, because
tie-in or
that's what's
something.
having me curious. Like uh I'm appreciating I'm appreciating that whatchamacallit, that that they're coming out with their own series, but I'm also curious to if they're gonna have a film lined up at the end, you know?
Right.
So that's the part that I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's a good question. So gonna tie in. The first time I seen Miss Marvel though, it was in that Marvel game that came out a while ago. I think Square Enix sponsored it.
No, no, you talking about the Avengers game.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. The Avengers game. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen Miss Marvel and make an appearance. From what I could tell, she has like elastic powers and like she's like a high schooler.
She's like a high schooler. And I believe I played the Avengers game, and if it's anything like how the game was, I forgot how she did get her powers. I know it was an accident though. That I know that much. It was definitely an accident, and and obviously it seems like in the series it's going to kind of explain the same scenario as how she got her powers, seeing that she's young and she's uncontrolled like of her powers, like she has to kind of learn how to try like or train herself and stuff like that.
Right.
So
Okay.
I
And
think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be a really good film.
yeah, they have it labeled as the genres action, adventure, comedy, teen drama. Okay. Interesting.
I don't know if it's going to be drama in it. I think it's going to be pretty fun though. Fun
No,
experience.
I'm reading the description for the
uh
genre under Miss Marvel. That's what it says. It says teen drama,
oh,
uh,
okay.
comedy, action, adventure. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really fitting for Disney. Seems like something that would be on Disney. So
Yeah.
interesting.
I was actually shocked too with the girl that I know this is random too, but I was actually shocked with the girl that was actually on Doctor Strange. The girl that can go through different, not dimensions, but like different universes.
Oh yeah. What is that?
America, I'm not gonna go ahead and say her name, but America Gomez. I mean Chavez. Yeah, America Chavez.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that was in Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if that was like a new character they created for the film, but I've never actually heard of her. But I thought it was, unique to have a character that can kind of go through different universes because that's a power that a lot of people will want.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
for sure. remember that the character similar with a similar power to that in X-Men before, like older series. Like somebody can do those exact powers in a way, go through stuff.
Oh, you mean like Kitty Pryde, the one that can go through like walls and shit?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I
nah,
believe that's her. That's the one I'm thinking about.
nah, yeah, you may because you're talking about like the X-Men Last Stand, right? Like I think the original three, right?
Yeah, it's like teenagers that was part of the X-Men crew, like the next generation of
You
that's
mean
part of
the
the
you mean the
X-Men Academy.
you mean the New Mutants?
Oh no, it was a older series back the X-Men. Remember when they had like this whole school academy for like different here super mutants inside the school
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. Are
protects.
you talking about the animated series or?
Yeah, I believe so. But she made like different appearances. I think she was in Deadpool too at one point. I'm trying to think of the character, but
Yeah, now you got me thinking. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, it was like a character that had that power though. I remember seeing it. But my bad to throw you off track.
Nah, nah, you
I
good,
just thought
man.
about that because I was like, oh yeah, I remember seeing a character like that.
Nah, man, you good. You good for the most part. Um, yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see that they made like a new character. That I don't know if she's new. I gotta look more into it, but I think that the fact that she can go through different galaxies and stuff like that that was crazy, and especially kudos to the actress that played her because I think this was her breakout role for sure. I mean, obviously it was
Yeah,
on Doctor Strange, so
yeah, yeah. Like you said, I'm glad to see like new characters finally start to spawn in the MC universe.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different. They're taking a different approach on just the average Avengers and shit like that. Well, obviously with the Avengers being gone, they're making it work somehow, man. Because back when a couple years ago, man, when I used to think about it, I'm like, damn. Right after Endgame was done and after Iron Man died, I'm like, what are they gonna do? Like I've watched Marvel since I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, it was going so well when Iron Man first came out in 2008. That was the very beginning of the MCU. I'm guessing for the first phase. I'm not sure what phase are we in now. Um, because I know Alex said that he's like well versed on that scenario. I'm not
Uh-huh.
I'm not really well versed into that, but after Endgame was done, I didn't know what to think. I thought it was going to be the end of not the total end of the MCU, but I just didn't know what was it going to be like. And honestly, they've been doing really good.
Oh yeah,
They've been doing well.
extension off.
I thought when Stan Lee passed away, God rest his soul, it was just going to be downhill for Marvel. But no, and they're still doing great under his name, even though it's not his anymore. It's Disney's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But
at least they took it from even before then a while ago. Yeah,
he's still the creator of it.
yeah, him and the other guy,
Yeah. So,
a couple other creators.
but at least that they're not destroying his image, is what I'm saying, or their image. Whoever the group of people that created Marvel, at
Right.
least that they're still going in a good pattern.
Yeah, they got a lot of characters in the boat they can explore. So
Yeah.
I'm glad they starting to finally you do that.
And that must be so fun to be an actor, just to do a Marvel film. And obviously now you're well known, and because I feel like as soon as you do a Marvel role, it's like it's going to go uphill from now on. Like,
Oh yeah, getting
yeah,
spotlight.
who
Yeah.
I would like to see come back? Definitely, I want to see Wolverine come back for sure.
Oh yeah, I would love. Man.
But the way Logan ended was like, I doubt that I don't know if they're ever gonna
Yeah,
bring him back.
yeah. They did end it on a good note though. To me, I like Logan how it ended. It was man. But if I were to see a character go out, I would like to see it done like that. Like that's like one of my number one Marvel films. As overall, like that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, same here. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's good to see what's gonna come about this Miss Marvel and the Thor.
Yeah, the
This new movie.
Thor, the She-Hulk, just the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, they did good, man. They did good this year, I want to say. Now, if we had to
Yeah,
really speculate and say like what would be I think you did ask me that before. You did ask me. You said what do you feel like is going to be the movie of the year? And I said Doctor Strange. I'm
oh
still
yeah,
gonna
Doctor
stand by.
Strange.
I'm still gonna stand by that. But if I had to choose another one, I don't know. I think Thor is gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna hit the same as Doctor Strange. I think because I think that's it for as far as the Marvel movies, right? Like I don't know if there's another Marvel movie coming out this year, right?
Oh yeah, that I know of. Unless we well, I know. I think Sony owns the Spider Verse 2 that's coming out in December.
Yeah, because Morbius was a flop. Uh, yeah, Into the Spider Verse that's coming out. Well, no, they wait, no.
Or did they push that back? No.
Yeah, they did. It says
Okay.
2023. Yeah.
Okay. If they gonna push
Woo!
that,
June 2nd, 2023. Is this the same one or is this another one?
is it
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Is that supposed to be the next one or is there another one at the end of the year? I'm not sure if like this is the another film. I
supposed to
think
be a sequel to the multiverse of the animated one, the movie that came out, I believe.
yeah. And then we got what? Yeah. Oh, okay. So we have Wakanda Forever. I have no idea if that's gonna be good. That comes out in November. Morbius was dog shit.
Yeah, that was a failure.
Yeah.
Anything that Sony touches is just, as far as Marvel, is just what. Just stop, please.
I mean, they did. I liked it. Venom. Venom's good, man. That's the
Yeah, but
only
no,
thing I stand
no
by. Venom. I think Venom was good, man. It wasn't that bad. It could have been. It could have been worse for sure.
Man. The flying. I just can't get over it when Venom's just talking about the flying shit in the air, and it's just like, all right.
Well, what? He's eating chickens and shit.
Yeah, he said, "Oh no, it just seems so goofy to me. It didn't seem like Venom, but
I mean, that's how
it's
I
like
look
a
at.
comedy."
I don't know. That's how I'm looking at the Hawks. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? Like the She-Hulk. That's how I'm looking at them. Like it just seems goofy.
yeah. I see that the same way
I see.
too.
I don't know if it has to do with age or if it because we're not that old. But what I'm saying is like I'm open to new things for sure because obviously we're in a different era and things do need to start going up. Like things need to make. It doesn't need to make a drastic change, but
Yeah.
yeah, a small change could be fine. But like when they go into like I said, they out of their element and shit, it's like what the fuck.
Yeah, like a good example is like with Spider-Man, it makes sense when they put comedy into his content because Spider-Man is known to be, Woody and like he kicks jokes all the time. So it makes sense in his story for him to be with like a lot of comedy to be mixed into his movie or show, whatever. But with like a Venom or a Morbius, it's like put comedy into that something more serious, it doesn't mix well. Or a She-Hulk or something like that.
Yeah, it did get pushed back though.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Yeah,
Spider Verse too.
yeah. So we only have Wakanda Forever this year, and that's the
Okay,
only thing that's gonna leave it off. Yep.
okay, it's gonna be end of
Yeah.
it this year.
So Doctor Strange is definitely got to be the hands down the best one this year. Yep. I think
Okay.
Dory's gonna be cool. I don't know if it's just gonna hit the same as Doctor Strange will. It probably would sell out uh as much or who knows, even probably more than Doctor Strange. But in my opinion, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm just because I'm a Doctor Strange fan and I think it was really good. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to see the two to compare the two to really decide which one is better. But yeah, So I'll see. I want to see both of them. So I guess that'd be a good thing to cap off the year to like talk about Marvel as a whole. Like once the end of the year and all the Marvel content is out, we can
Yeah,
probably
I
do
guess
like
we
a top 10 of our favorite Marvel
yeah.
franchises.
But then you know what that means then, right? For us to really say that on the podcast, we gotta really watch the film. So that technically means we have to sit and watch Morbius.
No.
I mean, I'm down for it. I'm down for it if you're down for it. I mean, why not at this point?
Just sit there and suffer through that.
Yeah, I mean, it's we kind of. I mean, we know it's shit, but it's like I think would it be better for us to kind of have like a more of an intake on all like a better insight of all the movies. We seen it. We can kind of get more detail about it and how we feel about it. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to keep saying it's shit and we didn't really see it because I don't want our audience to be like, oh, well, you guys can't do that. You guys actually watch the film, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You gotta give a fair take.
Yeah. So I know it's bad. Me and you, and we know it's bad. The ratings is bad. I watched the first couple minutes of it. It was bad, but I don't know. I should have watched it a lot longer. And the same thing goes for like because I know we were gonna talk about the the Top Gun situation. We were still gonna do an episode on that. I happened to watch half the film. I happened to watch half the first film. And I'm thinking it wasn't like an important scene at the end when coming to find out it was. Like one of the main characters passes in the end of the first film.
Okay.
So I was like, fuck. So basically what I'm basically saying is we can't just, you can watch, even if you watch the first couple minutes of it or the first half of it, it's like you have to finish the whole thing through, man, before you give your full
Give your full opinion on it.
Yeah. So that's I mean, like you said, I think we should probably do that. Like just round out like all the Marvel movies and like even the comics. Shit. I don't care, just everything about it this year, and then we just do a straight. I'm definitely gonna like do like a long episode for that one because I think that was gonna be like such a slam.
Oh yeah, that'd be a cool thing to do. Round off the year.
Yep.
No.
So like I said, I mean, yeah, we're definitely excited for a lot of the Marvel series that's coming out this year. And even with Obi-Wan Kenobi around the corner as well, apparently that's going to be like a 2-episode. Well, I think it's a 2-episode premiere, so I'm guessing that they're generous enough to give us a 2-episode premiere, like both, like because usually when a series comes out on Disney Plus, they usually give us like the 1 episode, and then you have to wait every Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
But in this, with Obi-Wan Kenobi coming out, it's going to be a 2-episode premiere, so that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm already seeing so many trailers on it already, and a lot of reviews on it because it comes out literally in 3 days. Yeah.
Disney Plus is dropping a lot of stuff.
Yo, man, this is the best time for Disney Plus for everyone to have a subscription to Disney Plus. A lot of people are like, it's still kind of expensive. I agree, for sure. The only problem is, I mean, I wish I could say that it should be free, but how else are they going to make money? Yeah, they're not. We're talking about the most greediest company in the world. Like,
yeah, you damn right they're going to charge people.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, this shit is going to be crazy for Marvel this year. So I'm thinking it's going to be like a lot of heavy hitters for that. And for Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think it's gonna be interesting to kind of dive into like his series about about the main, not the main Jedi, but the one of the most known known Jedis of all time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that. And this is the main Jedi that was able to train Anakin Skywalker and somewhat train Luke Skywalker at the same time. Not the same time, but like, you know, that not like both of those characters.
Right.
So I think I've never really dived into this series enough. So that's why I feel like I can't really bring up too much on the Star Wars. I am a fan of Star Wars, but I've never really dived into it as much as everybody. I would love to. I even checked out the first episode of Visions, actually earlier today. That anime show that you told me about.
Oh yeah, those short stories.
Yeah, it looked. I like the animation in black and white on the first episode. Looks dope.
Yeah, they got like each episode has its own style, different anime styles throughout the whole
Yeah, I
season.
just started checking that out. I was like, oh, this shit looks awesome.
Yeah, it shows like some of the episodes even dive deep into like how some of the lightsaber works and like how like the force power came about. It dives deep into those kind of ideologies of Star Wars, which I thought was cool because you never really hear about those theories and how those things work.
Damn, this shit gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to watching this series, man. I hope a lot of you guys get a chance to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi as well. It's coming out May 27th, the same day as Top Gun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, have fun, guys. If you guys want to watch both, you can. But, I mean, definitely want to hear your thoughts on both of those contents right there. But especially on Obi-Wan Kenobi, because I think it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. It kind of similar to like the story they told with Han Solo showing his past and how he came up.
Yeah, I seen that. I liked it. That was really cool, man.
Yeah. So I feel like they're gonna do the same thing with this one.
And then you got IGN already like doing their fucking reviews and shit. They always got to be like number one to review shit.
Oh yeah, they constantly each day.
Yeah.
Like 3 episodes out.
But nah, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I've never this gives me a perfect opportunity to kind of learn to be able to learn and about Obi-Wan Kenobi and how he came to be the person he is. I think that's the biggest point to this whole series, is to kind of open that up a little bit. Now, clearly, it seems like it's taken place like in the beginning of the. It has to be before the movies. It has to be before the Mandalorian and everything else. It has to be before all that, because Obi-Wan Kenobi was like before the first film.
Right.
Like,
yeah. If it's showing him when he's younger,
it has to, right? That's what I'm saying. It has to be before like the first film. So I'm thinking like, okay, wonder how this is gonna be, right?
Right. Definitely anticipating to see how it's gonna come out.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I'm fascinated.
Yeah, I'm super excited for all this. All good stuff coming out for the summertime. Then we got Jurassic Park coming out on the way. We definitely gonna talk about that. Such a Jurassic Park fan. That's actually my number one movie of all time.
Oh yeah, I know that for sure.
All time. Man, I was like 4 years old watching the second Jurassic Park movie in the theaters.
Yeah. I remember having the VCR cassette tapes of the old Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, man. I keep seeing commercials on it. Shit, I keep seeing car commercials, and Arby's did. It was like I think it's like an Arby commercial or some shit. The dude eating the burger and the fucking raptor comes out of nowhere and eats him and shit.
Yeah, they do that with like a lot of big movies, do like collabs with commercials and shit to promote it. I think they did the same thing with Spider-Man one time too. They had like Spider-Man like a McDonald's commercial or some shit.
Yeah, no, I didn't see McDonald's, but yeah, it was just it was like Arby's and shit like that. They're always doing like promoting it somehow, but the Geico commercial was funny. It was funny for Jurassic Park film. That's gonna be awesome, man. I think there's gonna be a lot of good things to really discuss this summer. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's a lot of heavy hitting movies coming out this year, for sure. I didn't even know Jurassic Park was bought out by Disney. I just found that out. I'm like, oh, they own Jurassic Park too? Goodness.
Yeah, man, they own all of them.
All the big shit.
Everything that you possibly can think. I'm shocked that Disney didn't really buy out everything at this point. Like, cause it kind of seems like they did at this point.
All the big things are used to like.
For sure, man. Like you talking about Disney, like
a big franchise. We got it. We got Star Wars. We got Marvel. We got Jurassic Park. Shit.
Everything that you could think of. I mean, now they're making their own anime and shit too, right?
Hell yeah. In fact, speaking of that, I've seen that they're starting to buy like actual animes too. Like other movies. I'm like,
oh shit.
They're starting to dip into the anime world too. Like,
man, they're gonna buy out Attack on Titan.
Oh man.
Yo, where did I read? Bro, I read an article earlier. I forgot what movie. I forgot, man. I was reading an article. I was gonna send you it, but it was a movie. It was a movie that it was actually talking about. Damn. It was saying that it got influence from. It got influence from Attack on Titan, but it was a well-known movie that I think I've seen recently too. I don't remember, but it was like the ending was influenced by Attack on Titan. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, men.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah. So surprisingly, I read that like an article earlier. It's saying like the ending kind of like no spoilers, but well, I'm not saying no spoilers because there wasn't no spoilers to say, but it was just them saying like the article basically saying like I can't think of the top of my head. The director, the director of this film, he made the ending to where a lot of pretty much he stated that he got a lot of influence from Attack on Titan.
Oh, fascinating.
Something like that. Yeah, read that up. I'm telling you, it's up there.
Oh, Men from A24, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just dropped.
Yeah.
Oh,
they took some inspiration from Attack on Titan. I think that was crazy.
Wow, how about that? Shit. That's pretty crazy. I wouldn't imagine those two worlds colliding.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you kind of seen some inspiration in there because I mean, clearly there's like him breaking his fucking bones, and I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things going on there. I don't see the inspiration with the Titans and eating. I don't know if it's the eating people part or people being butt naked running and shit. I don't know what part. Right. Yeah, I don't know what part he took inspiration from, but basically what they said was that he took in the article. I don't know if it was true or not, but and I mean it makes sense a little bit.
Yeah, I could probably see that. I still gotta watch that film too.
I've been trying. I'm not gonna say how I'm trying. I'm just saying I've been trying for several days now, and I just can't get a bite on it.
Yeah. That one and Northman, I'm still trying to see.
Yeah, Northman should be available on Disney Plus fairly soon for you to go check out for sure. And if anybody else is interested in checking it out, such a great film, man.
Oh, Northman coming on Disney Plus?
Either on Disney Plus or I believe it's here. I'll look it up for you right now. Give me a second.
I'm about to say that's a little too violent for Disney Plus.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm about to say, damn, Disney trying to go rated R now. But then again, speaking of what I was saying earlier about them buying anime Disney Plus, they brought like a kind of violent anime called Summertime Rendering, but it's only available in the Japanese version of Disney Plus. So only in those regions you can watch it. But I found that interesting too that they're starting to buy properties from.
So actually, the Northman's actually going to be on Amazon Prime Video. Actually,
Oh, okay, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's going to be on Amazon Prime Video. And then there's another film that we are going to save for another episode, but I am excited to kind of talk about. Hold on. The Gray Man. I don't know if you heard about that. That's going to be on Netflix. I thought that was actually it's going to be in movies and it's going to be in Netflix as well. But it looks really interesting. I'm not going to dive too much into it because I want to save it for a later episode when it actually comes close to it coming out, because I think the movie comes out next month as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called The Gray Man. I think it's going to be awesome. It's about 2 hours and 2 minutes long. It's an action and thriller movie, and it looks really good. Not gonna lie, that's why I want to get our audience kind of like excited to check it out, because I think it's gonna be a really good film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, an action-packed movie coming up.
Yeah. Can't wait to dive into that. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Look at this. Look, The Gray Man is one of the most highly anticipated films of the year. Damn. And it's interesting because it's gonna be on it's interesting because it seems like it's gonna hit theaters first, but then it's gonna be on Netflix right after. So I think that's a good look though. That's cool as shit, because I mean anybody, it's like, why go see it in theaters if you're gonna see, watch Netflix on fucking your TV? Like
yeah, it seems like there's a trend going on nowadays anyways, right when it goes into theaters. Like
no, only for some. I think Marvel, only for some, because Marvel doesn't do that shit.
Yeah. It's like a lot of movies are doing it now though. It's like they're dropping it in a theater and then like the next week they drop it on a streaming platform.
That's fine for me. That saves me time and money.
Oh yeah.
And that's for anybody. But if anybody wants to get a chance to go see, if you want to go get out the house and, go to the theaters and stuff like that, go ahead. It's all about preference. But in my opinion, listen, I'm too fucking lazy. I got a lot going on, and I'd rather just sit in the house and just chill and watch it straight from my TV.
Yeah, it's whatever your preference is.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for everything that's coming out this year. We're definitely gonna dive more into these topics as they get closer, because that's what we try to aim for. And I definitely want to be the first to kind of talk about something that I kind of been working on for the last couple of weeks now. I definitely put together, it's not like a new show or anything like that, but it's basically going to be something that we're going to be doing at the end of every episode on the Couch Crunch podcast. And what that is that I decided to call it Couch Crunch CNM. And CNM is comics and mangas. So pretty much what we're going to do at the end of every episode is kind of just review a specific comic book that you're reading at the moment, or you highly recommend the audience try out, or a manga that everybody wants to be able to, that you recommend anyone that's kind of getting into like a new series or anything like that. I think it's interesting to kind of bring up on the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So I wanted to be the first one to kind of talk about it on this episode and kind of announce it. I think it's going to be a fun thing to do for the audience.
Yeah, that's a good thing to tie up the episode. Yeah.
So it gives us time. It gives us plenty of time to really, getting connected with the audience, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and I think that concludes. I know I did want to talk about one more thing. Nope, that's about it. Yeah, I think that concludes everything. Don, you have anything else?
No, that seems to be about it. But everyone had a good one, and thank you for watching me, listening in. Trevor.
Yeah. We highly appreciate everybody that's been giving us views and supporting us in creating the show and having a good time while we're making each episode. We really do appreciate that a lot, and hopefully we can be able to communicate. You guys can start commenting on some of our content, so we can actually work on creating more content for you guys, or if we should do something different. We're always open to new ideas out there, so definitely check us out. Hope you subscribe, and I hope you're enjoying all the content that we've been putting out, and stay tuned, and there should be more episodes to come. Hopefully you guys have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one.